Hello, good afternoon, Maggie. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. It's been very nice speaking with you this far this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right to it. I'd love to talk a little bit about your experience. So why don't you tell me what type of work you've been doing lately and what type of work you're looking for?
Yes, ma'am. Well, most recently, I was a senior business analyst working remotely at First American Bank. They're based in Chicago. Prior to that, I was a talent operations manager for a staffing agency based in Miami Lakes. They ultimately moved to Davie, also remote work. And prior to all of that, I was in banking. I was with Bank United for 7 years, and I started as an executive assistant. um, and was able to grow through the bank, having had the exposure that an executive assistant has.
Okay, great. And what type of duties were you doing when you were working as an admin executive assistant?
So I was lucky enough to come in about 2 months after the EVP of HR was brought in. He had basically inherited a very disjointed team, so he was looking for his partner in crime. He selected me, and we revamped the department. So it began with um, monthly meetings, quarterly meetings with different heads of different departments. The focus originally was audit findings. So we worked closely with IT, with compliance, with our legal department to get everything in top shape. And then from that point on, then we focused on our process and our procedures. But there was a lot of follow up, a lot of meeting coordinations, a lot of planning involved. During that time, he also had the first ever employee appreciation event. So we had about 1,500 employees on campus. And
Oh, wow.
it took a lot
Wow.
of work, but like I said, it exposed me to a lot of different things, a lot of
Mhm.
different teams, and I was able to benefit from that.
Okay. And so I'm just going to say you are very, very qualified for the position that I am hiring for, and to be honest, probably overqualified. However, we did talk about some other positions that we do have available that would, if we were looking at something organically to say, okay, your skill set would match this position. However, it's going to be not in the Palm Coast area. So, you did tell me that you would prefer to find something in the Palm Coast area. So tell me a little bit why that's important and why you would prefer to, stay closer to home.
Home.
And yes.
So I can understand why that would be a concern. I've been working remotely since March of 2020, and I had an awful commute. I'd say awful now because it was South Florida previously, and I do not want to return to that lifestyle where I'm stuck in a car. So I have come to terms with the trade-off. My time is very valuable, and I would love a commute that's within my hometown on my way either to school, Publix, whatever. I just want to stay local. It's just a personal preference, and I've been blessed
Mhm.
enough that I can forego a higher paying job for convenience.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So next question, because we have seen a lot of workers transitioning from remote type work back into the office. Why are you seeking that at this point in time?
So that's a great question. Selfishly, I would love to see if going back to the office will help me lose some weight. My uh, I fall into the bucket of those people that have gained more than 20 pounds since working from home. Um, but my life has changed to the point where I have more freedom now and I can return back to the office. I feel like I've done that for a while and I can transition and socialize, especially since moving to Palm Coast. I've only ever worked from home. So I know we chatted a little bit that there's a whole part of Palm Coast that I'm not aware of
Mhm.
because I only go from my house to Publix, Walmart, or my children's school and church, which is not very, very far considering everything the city has to offer. But I am just looking for a change. I've gotten myself organized and put myself in a place where I can give myself that luxury of
Okay.
just pursuing something where I can be among humans again.
Okay. Wonderful. And then I did want to touch on the fact that you do speak Spanish.
That is correct.
And that's fluent, reading, writing.
So conversational Spanish, I would
Yeah.
not say that I'd feel comfortable putting anything in writing. I can read it
Okay.
and I can understand it. I've definitely done some translating in the past. South Florida is a heavy Spanish speaking population, not so much up
Hmm.
here, but I could definitely service any customer verbally, translate. I just do not feel I'm not comfortable
Okay.
writing.
Perfect. All right. Well, wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the recording, but don't hang up because we've got a few more things to chat about. Thank you.
Okay.